Hello everyone, I'm Andy Fine from the A Fine Adventure Travel Blog, here to give you a breakdown of my top 5 destinations in Patagonia. There's so many awesome places to see, but here are the spots that you have to have on your itinerary. Starting at number 5, Mount Fitzroy inside Los Glaciares National Park. Everyone traveling to Patagonia needs to plan a hike up to the base of the Mount Fitzroy. This beautiful mountain sits along the Laguna de los Tres. The most popular way to hike up to the Mount Fitzroy is from El Chalten, the amazing bikepacking town that we absolutely loved. From the town of El Chalten, it's about 10 kilometers to the base of Mount Fitzroy, and will take about 4 hours each way depending on your pace. You can hike up to Mount Fitzroy either as just a day hike, going all the way there and back in one day, or you can plan an overnight hike by staying at Camp Quansnot. This was our original plan, but the park rangers ended up closing down the campground the night that we were there because of extreme winds. Tip for Fitzroy, make sure to walk along the left side of the Laguna de los Tres until you see the beautiful Laguna Sucia. Most people just walk to the Laguna de los Tres and then turn around, missing this awesome sight. Overall, our weather wasn't perfect, but it's absolutely a must-do for anyone traveling to Patagonia. Number 4, Terra del Fuego National Park. Down in the southernmost part of Argentina is an area of Patagonia frequently missed by travelers. This area offers a different sort of beauty than what you'll find in northern Patagonia. Down in Terra del Fuego, it's more about these incredible lakes and wilderness to hike through compared to the jaw-dropping rock formations of Torres del Paine and El Chalten. The area has a bunch of great day hikes up to the top of glaciers and really impressive lakes. We went on one overnight hike that brought us to one of my absolute favorite hikes I've ever done, to the Laguna Caminante. The Laguna de los Tepnos was a really tough hike to find, and even tougher hike to not get lost on, but it was so worth it. Just look at the color of that water. The best way to get to Ushuaia is by plane, but if you're in a car, it's definitely possible to drive all the way from the mainland down to Ushuaia. It just takes a couple border crossings and a car ferry. Number 3, the Val del Francis and Torres del Paine National Park. This valley makes up that middle up-down section in the W trek in the Torres del Paine National Park, going from Camp Italiano all the way up to the Mirador Botanico. It traces along rivers and glaciers, eventually leading to this epic vista of mountains and nature. Most people only hike the hour from Camp Italiano up to the first Mirador del Francis. If you're not in the best hiking shape, consider this, but if you have the stamina, go lose the majority of the crowd by continuing another 90 minutes up the trail until you get to the Mirador Botanico. It's beautiful up there. You get a good amount of elevation gain, but it's so worth it. Number 2, Cerro Torre and Los Glaciares National Park. The whole town of El Chalten is such an awesome backpacking town with a bunch of amazing trails, restaurants, and other things to do. Definitely the highlight for me of El Chalten was the hike up to the Cerro Torre. It's this incredibly beautiful finger of rock right along Lago Torre. Of all the hikes that you can do in El Chalten, getting to Cerro Torre was actually pretty moderate. It takes about 4 hours, but it's relatively flat just hiking along the Torre River. If you're going to Patagonia, you need to make sure that Cerro Torre is on your itinerary. Number 1, Mirador de las Torres. Without a doubt, the most incredible, iconic, absolute must-go place that needs to be on your Patagonia itinerary is the Mirador de las Torres. This highlight of the Torres del Paine National Park is a true natural wonder that pictures and awesome time lapses just do not do justice. One great thing about the Mirador is that it can be accessed by both those of you who want a real rugged multi-day trek throughout the park, but it can also be seen by day hikers willing to put a bunch of miles under their feet to experience this incredible place. It'll take you about 10 hours if you're doing that day hike round trip. If you can, I totally recommend hiking up to the Mirador for sunrise. The sun rises, and as it rises, it hits the mountains, and it's just so incredibly beautiful. The best way to see the Mirador at sunrise is staying at El Chaleno, which is about a 2 to 3 hour hike away from the top of the Mirador. If you need a cheaper option, you can stay at Camp Central the night before your morning hike, but it's just gonna add another couple hours, so you'll need to get up even earlier if you wanna catch the Mirador for sunrise. This would be a difficult way to do it, but we definitely met people that did it, so if that's something that you're looking to do, it's definitely an option for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. For all my tips and guides on Patagonia, check out my book, Trekking Patagonia, A Guide to Your Own Adventure, on Amazon. And be sure to check out my other videos on my own adventure to Patagonia. Thanks.